I was in Finland in a hide with a really great friend, Jari Peltomäki, who's Olympus ambassador and just a fantastic wildlife photographer. And we were shooting goshawks, and I was shooting with my system, and he had his Olympus system. And I was shooting in silent mode at a very low frame rate a second. And I remember the goshawk, like, it's amazing to see a goshawk, but you've got to be quiet, right? So I had it on silent mode. And I remember the goshawk jumped from the perch, one perch to another, and I missed every one. He got 30 of them because he shot at 30 frames a second on this predictive, this pro capture mode. And he showed me the pictures, and I was like, it's amazing. Well, I'd finished with my previous camera system by mutual consent, and I decided, you know what, it's time to have a look around. I've been using the same brands for years. There's lots of new brands out there, and I was really impressed with what Yari's camera did and what I thought it could give my style of photography. So, I mean, my name is useless when trying to get a table at Capri's. They ring up, who are you, in French accent. But I said, so I actually contacted Olympus, and they were absolutely brilliant. Yeah, they said, yeah, we'll lend you some kit. No worries about anything. You don't have to do anything in return. Just see what you think about it. And they came down, showed me how to use it. And I was really excited. It felt like I got a new toy almost. I got something new to use, because I don't think I've ever had a brand new camera system that I didn't know how to use in donkey's years. So on that first day, I went out that night to photograph cuckoos. And the first thing I've been told about the M4 system, and I've read about it, was, oh, it's no good quality, the autofocus is difficult. Oh my God, how wrong was that? I had this cuckoo sitting close on a branch. I did some really nice pictures of it. I look at the quality on the camera, astounding, and then we had some cuckoos flying around, and I had this 300 f4, and I was tracking it, and the second it locked on, it stayed locked on. And I went round in a 270-degree circle, locked on, firing this motor drive. I actually fell over in the end because I couldn't twist around anymore. I'd have got the whole lot. And I was astounded at how the autofocus locked on. And when I got home, of course, I thought, oh, they're all going to be out of focus. It's just me. They weren't. A big proportion were in focus. And I looked at the image quality and I thought, I'm doing something wrong here, because the quality is good enough for me. And this is a phrase I use a lot. It's good enough for me and what I need for my clients. So, it produces an image that it just works. My biggest sale ever was a lot of money, and it was a billboard across every Jaguar dealership in the US. And it was from the worst digital camera ever made, which was the first one ever, 6 megapixels. And they blew it up to billboard size, and they gave me enough to buy an Aston. Not that I did, right? That shows you that this stuff about megapixels and image quality, it doesn't matter. If somebody wants the picture, they're going to buy it. And all these camera systems are good enough. It's a question of the extra things it gives you, I think. I used to travel with rucksacks that would be 15, 18 kilos. I'd have to have tricks like holding them in the car or getting a mate to lurk with it and check in. So the first trip I went abroad with it, I weighed it, and it was 5.8 kilos. It was so laughable. I actually went up to the SAS check-in desk and I said, can you weigh this? And he's like, no one weighs to check it. I said, weigh it. It came up at 5.8, and I was like, yes, 5.8 kilos. When I went on my wolf trip, I just had this. And no laptop, just this in a bag. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. It's made a massive difference. So with this, obviously the biggest lens I take is a 304, which comes to 600. I'll take the 40 to 150, 2.8, beautiful lens. That's an 80 to 300, so that's a nice lens. 14 to 100, 28 to 200. And then I'll probably take a 7 to 14 and a fisheye. And those are the kind of things I'll take, and 2 bodies. It's very important, I say, that you have 2 matched bodies. I've always got to have 2 matched bodies, so I'll have 2 E-M1X with me. It's just brilliant. I mean, I can't, I look at it sometimes, and I still do, and think, I need to put a big lens in there. And then I realise that I've got a big lens in there. It's my mind still that's not adapted to having a smaller system to shoot with. And I know some people say, oh, it's not a powerful system. Do you know what? This camera is as powerful. It's got as many features in it for me than any system I have ever used. In fact, it's got more than a lot of systems I've used. It's just, it just does so much stuff. And I don't use a lot of it, but the stuff I use works for me.